उससे पहले भी बीट भूल भुलैया 2 या भोला की बात करें, दृश्यम 2 की बात करें, एनी एंड एवरी कैरेक्टर दैट यू चूज, क्या रहता है उसके पीछे? मतलब कितनी रिसर्च जाती है, कितना दिमाग जाता है, बिकॉज एवरी टाइम वी सी यू इट्स समथिंग डिफरेंट.
बहुत गहरा सवाल पूछ लिया. बिकॉज जवाब देने का स्टेज आई थिंक डांटने के लिए लेते हैं मुझे फिल्मों में.
इज इट?
हाँ, आपने बोला ना क्या डांटती हैं आप.
क्या डांटती है सच
हर
में?
पिक्चर में या तो गाली दिलवा रहे हैं या डटवा रहे हैं.
इनकी डांट तो कोई भी खुशी खुशी खा लेगा. एक ही सवाल पूछना है आपसे, वेज की नॉन वेज?
फिल्म के बाद बताऊंगी.
ठीक है, डन डन डन. गिव इट अप फॉर ताबू लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन. ओके, शी इज, जैसा मैंने कहा, शी इज लाइक लिटरली रॉयल्टी. और यहां पे अगर क्रू की बात करें, सिंघम अगेन की बात करें, बकिंगम मर्डर्स की बात करें, यू नो ऑल दीज अमेजिंग अमेजिंग प्रोडक्शंस जिनके साथ आपका नाम जुड़ा है. टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर फिल्म एंड द सीन इन दैट टीजर, यू नो वो क्लियोपैट्रा वाला, we have to talk about that. Please, कुछ anecdotes you have to share with us because
that's Tabu's favorite line, huh?
है ना? How was it filming for that and the entire thing? Now that we've seen the trailer, it's a laughter riot. Like for us, we are going crazy. How was it for you?
I think we're all super excited and
सच बोलो.
super excited because I got to, you know, work also with Tabu for the first time. Lolo's worked with her so much. I had the opportunity and the honor of finally sharing screen space with her. And of course, with the supremely talented and lovely Kriti. And I hope that the film does well. Rajesh has made, I think, a super funny film. So, I'm just really excited and happy. I just hope it works.
It's like the biggest family entertainer, you know, that's like the coolest thing because the entire family can go and everybody can watch this movie. Did you ever break character? Because उस scene में teaser में ना last में after that Cleopatra वाला dialogue, you laugh and how. It's like दिल से. So did anyone like break character?
हर सीन में हम तोड़ ही रहे थे कुछ ना कुछ.
But how you know that's a character?
डायरेक्टर का सर, एक दूसरे का सर.
I think you must ask him how he felt working with three women driving him crazy.
Right. I'll definitely
Kriti the most. Okay, I want to back that up.
Right. I'll definitely come to
with your
sir.
questions.
Kriti, the year's been amazing. What a beautiful, mind-blowing start to 2024. Last year was, of course, yours. Abhi, you know, working with these two stalwarts, inke saath kaisa tha? How was it? You know, that chemistry, of course, the trio's super cool on that big screen. How was it? Tell us.
I think we always get to work with men mostly, and it was very, very refreshing to actually work with women. Women who are so talented, who I have admired, you know, for years. And I think we all look up to them in what they bring to the table and the fact that they've been reinventing themselves and how. You know, and I think the way this film has been written, the way these characters are, there's so much life and there's so much chemistry between these three. I think what people are loving, at least what I'm hearing, is the chemistry in general, and that's about the crew, you know. And I feel जब भी कोई women वाली film आती है, लड़कियां हैं, तो सब सोचते हैं कि serious है बहुत, या फिर कुछ मुद्दा होगा, या फिर you know कोई men bashing होगी, या all that. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. As you can see, women can do comedy very, very well. So I really, really hope you all love it.
You literally killed it. The trio is amazing. And in ke piche, of course, that power. Rajesh sir, this one's for you. You know, talking about you owning that commercial
This is the
space.
most zen expression I've seen on him.
अभी आ रहे बहुत सारे सवाल आ रहे हैं. Sir,
बेचारे उसको.
He has all the secrets. Come on, say.
They were only women.
Come on, say.
From the producers to the main leads, only women. So I really want to know.
Yes,
Rajesh,
sir.
We want to know.
How was it working with you all?
Yeah, she's asked the question for me. Yeah.
Too much estrogen. Three
No
actresses and two producers. There's Ekta, there's Riya, there's Tabu, there's...
Did you go back home and love your wife more or less?
I did. As a matter of fact, you start appreciating women more.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry, what was the question?
No, there was no question. I just got into this interaction with you. Right. You know, you've owned the TVC's ka space, be it digital domain. You've owned that also. Of course, loot case ki baat kare. And now this, with this amazing crew. How did you pull it off? First of all, this talk to us about this crew. जो ये तीन लोग हैं यहाँ पे.
With great difficulty. इनको कुछ नहीं आता actually.
बस हो गया. चलो, thank you.
यही सुनना था बस.
खत्म करते हैं यहाँ पर ट्रेलर
हो गया
लॉन्च
ना,
अभी
हो
हम.
गया सब.
No, I think it's honestly these are three people who don't really need any direction. I mean, look at Tabu. She's done what 95 plus films. Bebo is going to touch. I think she's probably crossed 75, and Kriti is probably what 18 films old. I mean, I'm the youngest entrant. You should ask them how they felt me directing them.
Right.
He
Right,
suddenly
so-
made himself youngest.
No, but you know, all three of them, you know, they've ruled the screen for so long. You know, they've been there, done that. Direction कैसे होता है सर इन लोगों को? क्या dialogues बताए जाते हैं when you have these amazing people? How does it work?
I think fundamentally, all these guys who are stars today, they became stars by understanding what a scene is.
Right.
Everybody tries to make a scene, right? It's never about who am I, what am I doing in the scene. It's only when you make scenes, and each of those scenes end up becoming like a really entertaining film.
Right.
So the thrust and the focus हर पल यही होता है कि सीन को कैसे बेटर बनाया जाए.
Absolutely.
करेक्ट.
Yeah,
तो ये फोकस होता है. सो रीडिंग्स होते हैं या व्हाटएवर डिस्कशंस होते हैं, राइट, इट्स ऑल सेंटर्ड टुवर्ड्स दैट.
Yeah.
How do you center into making a scene better, right, and making sure that that doesn't get cut out, and that makes our life difficult because you typically end up shooting a long film and now you're scratching your head wondering कि अभी क्या काटें. Correct.
Right.
So that, I mean, like I said, the film pretty much gets directed on its own. Once you have initial discussions,
Right.
everybody has their feedback, and I think one must also remember that I'm not the only one making the movie. They're all storytellers.
Yes.
While I might wear a director's hat, right, they are the actors. While I might be saying stuff behind the camera,
Right.
they're also saying story in front of the camera, right? So that feedback is very important for you to know how to basically then go about, like, you know, tweaking things, right?
Yeah.
But essentially, you have to make a scene every day.
Yeah.
Every day has to be about how can we make the scene better?
Right.
You put those, you know, 50 odd, 60 odd scenes, and that becomes a good film.
Right, right. You know, Tabu, this one's for you. आप please मेरे को बताओ. Understanding an actor's psyche. यहाँ पे, of course, with this, as you said, you know, तीन ladies है, तीन female actors है जो कि इसको lead कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पे, how well did he understand all of you as personalities, like not on screen, off screen? कितना समझे वो और कितना वो देखने को मिलेगा?
I don't think उसकी ज़रूरत होती है किसी भी डायरेक्टर को, you know, and I think फर्स्ट फिल्म में तो आपको कोई नहीं इतना समझ सकता है, एंड यू नो स्पेशली बिकॉज वी नेवर इंटरेक्टेड विथ हिम बिफोर दिस फिल्म. सो इंसान को समझने के लिए तो ज़िंदगी निकल जाती है, बट ही वॉज वेरी गुड विद वॉट वॉज रिक्वायर्ड ऑफ ऑल ऑफ अस. And one thing I must say is that all the extra bits of one mannerism, one gali that you see in the end, वो एक थोड़ा, हाँ, वो सारा सब राजेश का एडिशन होता था. He would come and just add something to make the scene more interesting, or you know, like that. So I must give it to him.
You know, talking about our director साहब, Kareena, for you, how was it? You know, him directing you, and as she said कि इतना समझने की जरूरत नहीं होती, लेकिन on set तो of course line by line you need to you have that thing with your co-actors, with your director. So how was it with this director साहब especially?
I think Rajesh himself has a very quirky sense of humor. And like Tabu said, he has a quality of just a simple line, trying to make it a little and say it a little more interestingly. Rather than saying it in a, you know, straight way, he would always try and like tell, I think, each one of us, कि simple sa line hai, but how could we kind of, you know, say it differently so it sounds slightly, even though it's a common line that you've heard the words before, but the way he would kind of make us do it would be just, you know, so different. So I really appreciate that he took out that time. Of course, he's the captain of the ship, so he would guide us, but I think he did it well.
I think you should stop making this about me now.
Kriti, it's only fair that we talk about the songs, of course. Naina and...
I also want to talk about him.
Please do that. देख रहे हो
Must
सर, आप
talk
मैं-
about
मैं-
him, no? No, in general, I feel like, so when I watched Loot Case, I also realized that, like, I feel like comedy is in life, you know, in mundane moments, in reactions. I think that's what he kind of gets and captures really, really well. Like both Bebo and Tabu ma'am said that, you know, in between the line, or how that those little things before and after your dialogue, you know, I think that just comes to him. He is very comical in life also. So I think it just comes to him very naturally, and that relatability in comedy, you know, that he gets. वो बीच बीच में जो हम हरकतें कर रहे हैं, हमारे जो रिएक्शन है, या वो ट्रॉली हिल गई और मैं थोड़ी देर बाद निकली, you know, that little thing क्या भूल गए, you know, that comes from him. So I feel, and I really have to give it to you for handling 5 women
Right, two producers.
very, very well. and also just making us do comedy like you would do it, make anybody do it. You know, I don't think it's gender specific.
It's a surprise you're alive still.
सर वी डन विद द गुड क्वेश्चंस नाउ. अब मुद्दे की बात कर लेते हैं. ये सत्य घटना पे कितना आधारित है? ये है सत्य घटना. क्या हो गया भाई? Say it again.
We didn't hear what I didn't hear.
Oh, we love you, Kriti. Yeah, we got scared.
ये मैंने प्लान नहीं किया है, प्लीज.
I was like, इतना कैसा क्या पूछ लिया मैंने? हमला हो गया. राजेश सर,
He's like,
प्लीज.
ये मैंने नहीं बोला, मुझे कुछ मत बोलना.
दिस प्लीज बताइए.
But I love you guys too.
हाँ, ये consolation prize नहीं चाहिए.
सर मैं पूछ रहा हूँ ये सत्य घटना पे कितना आधारित है?
अभी कुछ मत बोलना.
Okay.
जी. Sir,
I think सत्य
have you
घटना
this kind like कभी हुआ ऐसा
सर
कुछ?
मेरा पूरा किंगफिशर का पॉइंट ओवरनाइट चला गया. तो बेसिकली आई थिंक इट्स ऑल प्रेटी मच बेस्ड ऑन रियल लाइफ इंसिडेंट्स. करेक्ट. क्या होता है कि ये सारी चीज़ें हो ही रही हैं अभी. हम देख ही रहे हैं कि एयरलाइन इंडस्ट्री की एक्चुअली वाट लगी पड़ी है. करेक्ट. For whatever reasons, if you go back historically, try to understand what's happening, there will always be two sides to the story in terms of why an airline company is suddenly folding up, right? But if you look at the human side of it, there are employees who finally get the short end of the stick, correct? So if you look at the environment, it is pretty much based on an environment. Yes. It is really based on environment. तो ऐसा है कि है सच्ची घटना पे ही मतलब आधारित है सारी चीजें.
Right. आपको कभी ऐसा कुछ एक्सपीरियंस हुआ ऐसा क्रेजी वाला ऑन बोर्ड सम एयरलाइन ऐसा कुछ? कृति फॉर यू?
नहीं, बट हम रिसेंटली बहुत सारे ऐसे अजीब से वीडियोस देख रहे थे ऑन सम एयरलाइंस वेयर पीपल वर जस्ट बिहेविंग वियर्डली. सो वो सब हमने कहीं कहीं मोन्टाजेस में डालने की कोशिश की है. यू नो कि कुछ ऐसा कोई पैसेंजर आ गया अगर, तो आप क्या करोगे?
राइट. करीना फॉर यू, आपने कभी ऐसा कुछ एक्सपीरियंस किया है ऑन बोर्ड लाइक कोई फ्लाइट पे ऐसा?
Thank God, you know, but I think being an air hostess is such a tough job. It's such a tough task because you know handling so many different people's wants, requirements, and yet you know trying to keep calm. I think that is really.
I think there's been an attempt to also humanize them. I mean, there's always a glamorous side when you see three women walking, looking, you know, or any air hostess walking, right? And in the aircraft, right? They have to literally deal with all kinds of people. लोगों से मतलब उसमें अच्छे लोग भी होते हैं, बुरे लोग भी होते हैं, right? And it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
They are human beings at the end of the day. So they look very glamorous from outside, but there's a lot of hard work that they do up there. Right? So there is an attempt to actually also kind of give a genuine picture of how it is up there.
Right. I'm sure. वो मेरा last question. Kriti, talking about the songs that are already ruling the charts, नैना बोलें या फिर घाघरा. You know when you guys got to know कि ये होने वाला है, how was it? All three of you.
I mean, Naina is a very like it's that instant vibe sort of a song. Diljit Badshah coming together. Yeah. We had a lot of fun. I wish we all had gotten to shoot together, but हम लोग तीन लड़कियों के ना एक्चुअली मैक्सिमम डेट्स मैच करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है.
Superstars के.
No, in general, I feel like actresses in general. And Ghagra was fun, yeah. Ghagra was, you can see the fun that we've had. We've just
We didn't even know they were going to shoot the song.
we didn't even know that we were going to shoot this song. Also, that song is a part of like the film, you know, in the middle where there is a chunk where we're genuinely having fun.
Right.
So we had a blast.
And teaser की शुरुआत में the कुक आप कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे उसके लिए?
I think that the music is outstanding of the film, and it's added, I think, a lot more now when you see
I
the
think
trailer.
Riya has
also.
worked really hard on like you know on the music. She's really worked out on the BGM. I mean I got really lucky with 3 actresses already cast. Right, the script was in place, and if you look at it's all everything. If you look at it musically, look at bringing Diljit and then Badshah together. Right. If you
Kapil
look at
Baji is also there.
Kapil Baji, right? So everything. I mean, if you look at it, it's a casting coup, musically, it is. I mean, I don't know if there is a term called a musical coup, but it is all that.
Anything and everything that we've seen, ma'am ne finally mic liya.
No.
She's like, दे दिया मैं अपनी.
No, but I want to take this moment to thank one person, Kapil Sharma, who was so gracious to be part of our film and do it just for me. So Kapil ji, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me and to the film.
Thank you so much. I'll take it back. Okay, one last question before the photo op. Kareena, this one's for you. उतनी सारी मूंगफली का क्या करेंगे? वो जो ले रही है मूंगफली ले रही है, चुरा रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं? क्या करना है?
पिक्चर नहीं चली तो सिग्नल पे बेचेंगे.
Okay, it's time for a final photo op. Thank you so much, Kriti. We've given enough masala to all you wonderful people. बाकी 29th March is when we'll get to see it. आपके नजदीकी cinema घर में crew. Can we all make some noise for this amazing crew here, ladies and gentlemen?